So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the realities of freelancing. So, I have done freelancing for 1 year, around 1 year, 1.5 year. Have I made money? Yes, I have made money. Was that a really successful, path to follow after your college? I would suggest yes and no because it comes with a perk, but it also have a lot of limitations. And let's start with what the fuck is freelancing. So, freelancing is the process of you having multiple employers, right? When you're doing a skill, mostly freelancing is doing something a service, which means you are spending your time and knowledge to do something for someone else. When you have a job, you're working for a single client or single employer. When you are freelancing, you are selling the same stuff with efficiency over multiple people to increase your income potential. So that's freelancing. And what the fuck do and what are the skills you can freelance, right? Video editing, high demand still now, will be for future also. Motion graphic designing, creative fields, mostly freelance, and it's easy to get into freelancing in those fields. And financial fields like financial service, advisory, CEO, no, fractional CEO. These are kind of roles also they use freelancing because these roles doesn't need day-to-day operations. They just need quarterly or year-end or supervision. So people hire professionals in a contract basis as freelancers in some kind of freelancing, so basically contract. So freelancing is also a contract. So we sign a contract with a client that we will deliver these things in this timeline and we will get these payments. Now, the pros of freelancing is easy to start. Really, it's easy to start. We can start it in a weekend, right? If you have particular skill or if you identify a particular problem which you can solve, which you have already solved and which you have proved to solve and got a good result for someone else or for someone else or for yourself, it's a good start. You can use that as a proof to sell it to someone else for a potential client as a new project, and it will work because initially you can charge a premium prices. Okay, that's also a demerit of the freelancing. We will come to that point later. So you can start with a minimal proof and minimal effort. No capital is usually required for skills because it's using our time and money, nothing else. And from when we are young, we usually don't have capital. We have a lot of energy and time. So it's better to start there. And other the pros of freelancing is that it will teach you everything. Okay, in a service industry or in any business, sales is important. And when you are going for high ticket sales, freelancing is the best place to start because you need to do sales every 3 to 4 months. Let's take a project when you have contract for 3 months. Like you need to edit 30 videos over a duration of 3 months, and you have intermediate payments. Like every month, then you will get a portion of the payment, and you have signed the project. For 3 months you have you know a project, but you also know that it might extend or it might end there. So you will be preparing generating leads for the projects for upcoming after 3 months. You will be posting content to get more leads, get more attention. You will be in sales calls, and slowly but surely you will progress from being the operations into the business development part. That's when the agency is formed. The agency, marketing agency, recruitment agency, all these are simply freelancers who got well at sales and hired someone to do the operations. That's agency way. And people who starts, who try to start agency directly and they fail because if you don't know the operation, you can't sell it and you will not able to, leverage your knowledge in sales. And that doesn't mean if you know really god level salesperson, you can win at agency game by actually finding someone who knows the operations part and handle the operations. So my point is that freelancing is the best thing to start. It will teach you sales, it will teach you marketing, it will teach you visibility, content, anything and everything which a business requires. Now the cons of freelancing. Okay, it's come down to few things. First thing, there is no absolute scalability. Usually freelancing is depending upon you, and agency is depending upon human capital. And the only way to increase the profit or the profit margin is by increasing the price. Also, there is a deadly trap in freelancing, which I also faced. That's the reason I made this video. uh, people only show the positive side of freelancing. There is a lot of negative side to of freelancing too. Okay, freelancing will help you increase your income potential, but that will not guarantee you will get that income. Okay, you might have $3,000 projects signed up. Okay, from Upwork or any other platform, and you will be thinking, okay, I want in life, I can spend big money right now, right? But the $3,000 is over the duration of 6 months. The payment structure will be different for each project. Also, you might not get paid. Now you will be waiting for the client to pay. You will be doing the work. The 3 month work will, extend to 6 months, 7 months because the client need revisions, client need new changes, client need new ideas, and the work will be never ending, and the payment will be never coming. Payment will always delayed. So this is a dead trap of freelancing. Freelancing, consumes a lot of your time. A 6 months is like half a year. Half a year for $3,000 means 3 lakh rupees. Is it a good package when compared to a job, right? But you will not have money every month. You will have money only when you get paid. You have to keep that in mind, right? When you have a job, you have stability, and people will always undervalue stability because they think stability is mediocrity. No, man, stability is the best thing you can have. You will have peace of mind to think about new projects, think about new things which you can increase your income potential, and you don't have to think about paying rent every single month. And so freelancing will only work if you are really, I mean freelancing will only work. You can only make really real money or the dream money like 1 crore, 10 crore or 30 crore. Some freelancers make, 40 lakhs a month. So they make that money because they are visible. They spend a lot on marketing and they are not the one who does the thing. They have a team, but the team will be lean like 6 or 5 people and they'll be putting all day, all night for that work. Okay. They are making 40 lakhs. But also they are spending like entire time for that project and for the business. So it's not even a business, it's a self-employment form. Like you are employer of yourself. So there will be no time freedom. That's for sure. Freelancing will not give you time freedom. Might give you financial freedom, but let's say you are making 60K and your job was at 30K, but your job ends at 6. It might extend for some meetings till 10, but you have time to sleep, eat, and have a routine. Freelancing doesn't exist, bro. You will be thinking about the project when you eat, when you are in toilet, when you are going to gym, when you are trying to. You might even have to cancel your gym because that project demands urgent updates. So there is no time freedom in freelancing. That's the biggest con of freelancing or the disadvantage of freelancing. And the one more thing that you need to understand is that freelancing will get freelance will get you get started into an industry, will help you get started into an industry, or freelancing will help you to make money, make a lot of money from the industry because you have a good reputation. So the only two things freelancing will really help you is get started or actually build an authority and make a lot of money. Will not help you get rich. There will be no person who started as a freelancer and will get rich with freelancing. No. He might have to transition to agency or in any kind of other business and build his authority. Then he will be like, okay, I have money, I have free time, but I also have good knowledge. Do any of you want my service? Then he will be paid like insane amount of money for his advice and time. That's how got rich by business, and his business knowledge helped him as a freelancer to make more money personally. Or you can, if you want to get started into design, design industry, then freelancing is a good option because you will have multiple designs across different industry and get a good portfolio to get started into big companies or even to get bigger and bigger clients with the designs. But all this comes down to one thing: freelancing requires 100% of you. It's not a product business where you might be, money game. You will spend money in ads, you will get sales, and there is a margin in the product, and you need to increase that margin or reduce the cost, overhead, anything. So, max game. Also, there is a little bit of creativity over here and there for finding innovations. But freelancing, it's totally, you have a job, but instead of one boss, you have 10 or 15 bosses. That's it. That's freelancing in short term. Also, as I said in the beginning, freelancing is a skill-based, time-based thing. So there will be no time freedom or mental freedom. You will be thinking about the project, you will be thinking about the money, you will be thinking about the clients, the leads, the future business. That's the only thing you will be thinking about. So it's a great way to get started into an industry or get started and make some money. It is also a great way to stand out and build an authority and have good money when you have experience and knowledge. But it will not make you rich. That's for sure. Every freelancer who is rich either sells course or has community. These are like selling information. Like they are selling a dream of being a good rich freelancer by being rich from the course fees rather than the freelance skills itself. Many people has been exposed for this. Like most of the CEOs of product business, we might not know, right? We only buy the product because of the product. So it will give you a freedom from, it will give you distance from the business and you. In service business, let's talk about service business rather than freelancing. Still, there is a involvement and commitment of time and process. So it will always, be in your mind that the deadlines, the project, the new clients, the new leads. So it's always better to use these kind of service and freelancing to get started. If it doesn't work for you, move to your product or move to a career. And if it's work for you, don't stick to it. It will be a golden handcuff for you. So make some money, exit and move into product or any other kind of business where you have good leverage and focus upon market reaction rather than your time and effort. So whenever you make a career which has no direct correlation with your time put in, with your time, like how many hours you put in doesn't impact the income, then you can have the possibility of making really good money. Sales, for example, it doesn't matter whether did you speak for 15 minutes or whether you put 3 days for that deal, but if the deal goes, you will get a good pay. If the deal doesn't goes, you wasted your time. So it's both positive and negative at the same time, but that's the basic, basic price of getting rich, because you have to accept, you have to accept the risk with the reward, instead of I will only play it safe. You will only play it safe and you will only stay either in a job or in a loophole of freelancing, chasing the clients, delivering the clients, and clients might be happy, but you will not get bigger. So that's it. I hope you get the lesson. Freelancing is best for beginners and useful for experts because they can get a lot of money, and beginners they can get started into an industry or get some money earned as a side hustle. And it's never a vehicle to get rich. And all the people you see who got rich, really rich using freelancing and buying these big companies, sorry, companies, big vehicles and all the luxury stuff, they all have either big agencies which might be hidden, or they are selling courses. So that's it. I will see you next video.